Good morning, sweet world, and welcome to the No Dunks podcast presented by FanDuel. It's Saturday, June 6th, 2026. I'm J.E. Skeets here in the Classic Factory, and alongside me, as always, Tass Mellis.
Happy weekend to all those who celebrate.
Next to him, it's my top shot hot boy, Trey Kirby.
Ayo.
Ayo. And over yonder, making the magic happen, super producer JD.
Hello.
There he is. Yes, we're clocking in for a weekend shift. So if you're a fan of the extra podcasts, hit the like button, subscribe. Podcast listeners, 5-star ratings and reviews. Yeah, we're here to recap game 2 of the NBA Finals. The Knicks escaping with the 105-104 win in game 2 after Wembanyama missed a game-winning attempt at the buzzer. Good look, didn't fall. Batshit crazy game. Pretty crazy. Chaotic at times. Yeah. New York led by 14 points with 6 minutes to go before they gave it all back. And then Jalen Brunson tied the game. Tough fadeaway jumper, snort emoji jumper. And after the teams exchanged some stops, we had a costly turnover and then a foul from Wemby. Sent Captain Clutch to the free throw line. He split a pair. So the Spurs have a chance here. Like I said, trailing by 1 point. Wemby rises up over Mitchell Robinson for the game-winning mid-range jumper. No good. Off the back rim. Game over.
Just long.
Where do we begin with this one? Do we start at the end with Wemby choking it away? Well, is that too harsh to say?
Choking it away? I don't think.
No, that's not too harsh to say.
Okay.
I woke up, very first thing I thought as my alarm went off, I couldn't believe this. Bring! Missed opportunity. That's what I thought for the Spurs. They were buried in this game. OG Anunoby had the dunk to put them up 14. It sounded like Madison Square Garden in there. Super loud for the Knicks fans. Spurs pull off the comeback. They've got a tie game. They're out-dueling Brunson in the clutch, to be quite honest. He hit the shot to tie the game. He did end up hitting the free throws that won it, but not a super performance from Brunson in the clutch. They get the stop to get the ball back with 10 seconds left. This is a no-lose situation for the Spurs. Get a shot up. Yeah. Make or miss, you're going to overtime. This shouldn't have been a loss, but an all-time bad turnover for Wemby. This is like in the J.R. Smith realm of brain farts, throwing the ball off of your guard's back. Now look, Castle looks back for it, but Wemby just wasn't confident enough to bring the ball up court like he's done so many times. Could have been a timeout as well. Who knows? He turns the ball over, compounds it by fouling. Didn't have to foul Brunson right away. Could have just stayed out there and played defense. A 7'5" guy, 40 feet away. That's scary with 10 seconds left. You don't know if the Knicks are getting a shot, but he fouls. Brunson knocks down just 1 of 2 free throws, right?
Yeah.
We go back the other side. I'm fine with the shot. Like, it would be great if Wemby gets the ball going to the hoop, either on the shot on Towns on the left side or on this one against Mitchell Robinson. I guess it was Robinson on the left block as well, but Robinson both times. Both makeable shots. I think especially with like 2 seconds left, they run the pick and roll. This is a great look for Wemby. It was long for him, so you live with that, make or miss. It's the turnover that's going to haunt the Spurs because they had this game. They could have won this game after not playing all that well.
Right. Does Steph hear him? Does Castle hear Wemby if he doesn't have a mouth guard in his mouth? Because he passed the ball and so Steph! Maybe his mouth is a little clogged with that mouth guard as he let it go.
It's always the passer's fault, man.
Oh, yeah, no.
Always.
Oh, it's definitely
it's definitely on Wemby.
Oh, it's definitely on Wemby. I'm not blaming it on Steph. I will say here we are at this point of the series through 2 games, and it feels like Wemby is alive. Maybe it's too late, but I thought Wemby at least woke up 6 quarters into this series. In the 3rd quarter, he woke. He wasn't quite awake. I'm full on Wemby. It's still that first 10 minutes of waking up. Okay, here we go. He's playing off everybody else. Everybody else is driving to the lane. He is there to receive a pass and be able to dunk it on 1 step from the free throw line. And so he had a great 3rd quarter doing that. 12 points for him. But even going into the 4th, he still wasn't quite there. I thought 8:30 left when there was that alley-oop attempt to him with Landry Shamet right on his hip. It's just Landry Shamet. This guy is way taller than Landry Shamet at the hoop, and the only close guy is Brunson. All he does is catch it and just kind of throw it up, and it's a miss, and that's a big swing. It was a 5-point game at that point. It should have been 3 if he just catches, goes to the floor, collects, and dunks it. Again, nobody there that's anywhere close to his height. There wasn't a cat in sight. goes the other direction, and Shamet hits a 3. So now it's 8 points. And he doesn't wake up, I don't think, until 6:30 left in the fourth quarter when he's yelling at everybody. Great job by ESPN to show that huddle.
Great huddle.
He is yelling at everybody. They're down 12, and I thought the first possession from there was when Wemby was Wemby. That was the first time in this game where he received the ball at the free throw line, ready to square up against Cat, and he drove past Cat. Cat did a great job of getting in front of him enough, so Wemby misses it. But that's fine. That looked more like Wemby. And then 2 minutes later, same sort of thing. He goes and drives at Cat. Cat does a good job to cut it off, but that's when Wemby decides, okay, pivot, finish with my left. So that's when Cat, I thought, the last 6 minutes of this game was himself. At least the best version of himself. Maybe it took them getting down 12 points with 6 minutes left in game number 2
with their series and season on the line.
Yeah, maybe it took that long, and maybe it's too late because the New York Knicks got them to a point where the Spurs. It was a winnable game, especially because of how they played Brunson. You said Brunson wasn't. He was getting executed because I thought the Spurs defense was doing a very, very good job of getting the ball out of his hands. And so Brunson never got into that flow. In game 1, he was able to miss a lot and fight through that because it was a lot of one-on-ones, and he's got Carter Bryant on him in that second quarter. He got into it way better. While in this game, that bucket that gave the Spurs a 1-point lead with a minute left came off Mikal Bridges, who, of course, having a good game, but he was the guy running the show, running the play up top.
Yeah.
And so the ball turns over, and that's when Wemby gets the monster and one dunk, and it looks like the Spurs are going to win this thing. Next game, I think the Knicks learn from that, and Brunson is the guy starting the possession no matter what. It was odd to see Brunson in the corner on that possession, and it could have ended right there, but then Brunson does come through in the final minute, more so than the Spurs did. But that was a big hole for the Spurs to dig themselves in. Yep. Is it too late now?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Late?
Yes, absolutely.
Probably.
They're not winning 4 or 5 against a team that's won 13 straight games now and have all the confidence in the world.
Yeah.
Now,
Knicks are
this
playing
is
too
a
good.
razor-thin series still. They're up 2-0. So that sucks for San Antonio. But these have been obviously 2 games that could have gone San Antonio's way, where they had the lead and gave it all back. And then this one, obviously claw their way back, sort of the flip of game 1, take the lead, had chances as TK went through. Like, the final shot he took, I have no issue at all. He rises up over Mitchell Robinson. It's not even short. It's long. He should have hit it. It's a jumper. It's a good look to me. It's all these other ones.
Yeah.
Because I hated the 2-for-1 shot. I'm sorry. That one, he's not even near the free throw line. He's at the 3-point line, a step in. That's a 2-for-1. I get it. They're playing that game. That's a real settle for a shot there.
It's funny to hear it, Legler on the broadcast saying, if they use all 24 seconds here, maybe Brunson doesn't even have a good attempt at a game winner. That's when he let it go. As Legler was saying that because it was early in that.
But like, I'm sorry, Wemby has not, like, his percentages on those type of shots throughout the entire playoffs are extremely low. He's like shooting like 25% on those type of looks. So hated that one. Hated even more the live ball turnover. And yeah, there's, I'm sure, just the energy, the pandemonium, Mitch Johnson going, go, go, go. He's the 7'5" guy. Am I bringing it up? Where's my point guard? A lot happened there. And then the foul. It's like those 3 things way worse than the actual look at the game winner.
Yeah, I mean, Robinson got a contest on the last shot. It didn't matter. It was just Wemby missing the shot. Yeah, I'm kind of fine.
Like they challenged Brunson in these last 2 games. They challenged it.
You make or you miss, but you can't throw the ball off your teammate's back. Yeah, simple as that.
It was funny.
They shouldn't have lost.
Yeah. No,
at least on that play.
You should not. They should have known what was going on. And Stephon Castle had several blunders in this game. I mean, the foul in the corner on the Alvarado pump fake at the end of a shot clock. What up with that? So, yeah, it was funny seeing Cat going to congratulate Mitchell Robinson after the contest on Wemby's shot. Like he really did all that much. I mean, it was a contest, but still, he goes and shakes his hand. Nice contest, Mitch.
You did your job. He missed the shots.
He missed.
He didn't shoot a layup.
Exactly.
A tad long.
Let's talk about Cats. I mean, great game overall, but first half especially, where, you know, you had Barkley at halftime saying, he's in shock right now because Cat is dominating him. And this is maybe the first time sort of in Wemby's entire basketball career where he's sort of getting punked. And he was. He was. And Cat has been, he's probably the finals MVP favorite through 2 games.
I think Kenny Lofton Jr. took it to Wemby once upon a time in a Team USA game, but I'd have to check the stats on this one. Towns, though, he's balling out of control right now. I don't know. Brunson has hit a lot of big shots. He was massive in the fourth quarter of game one, but Towns should be the finals MVP because he's just playing the best basketball of his career. He's making the smart play every single time. We saw times where Wemby would have to jump out to OG Anunoby and OG like high-lows right down to Cat for an easy layup. We saw times where Cat gets a switch and he just overwhelms Castle in the post. When it's Wemby on him, he's comfortable enough to rise and fire from far away. He kind of got taken out of the game in the second half. Somewhat Tony Brothers related, I would have to say. Picking up a ton of fouls there in the third and fourth quarter. But with the way he's playing on offense and the effort he's giving on the defensive end, this is the reason the Knicks have won so many games straight in the playoffs, is Cat ascending to the level that people assumed he would ever get to. And at this point, like in his career, it was like, he's an awesome player, but there's still something left from Karl-Anthony Towns, and he's found what was left.
Absolutely. That first half where he receives that inbound and he does the gallop to go in and dunk it past Wemby. And then on the same possession to go back and have a monstrous block right away. On Dylan Harper. Do you remember plays like that for Karl-Anthony Towns? I don't. In his 11-year career where he's able to have a huge offensive play, immediately goes to make a great play on the other end. This is premier Cat. I'm so glad that those bad calls in the middle of the third quarter didn't result in the Knicks losing. And we would be talking about that. I'm so glad.
Tony tried, guys. He tried to get this back 1-1 to New York.
He went to the bench with 2 quick fouls. He had 2, and then what is he supposed to do on that one where Wemby turns around and hits Karl-Anthony Towns? I mean, he tried to be as good a contortionist as he possibly could to get out of the way. That was the third one, and then he did the little arm tangle thing on the other end. You shouldn't call either, and he goes to the bench immediately, but the Knicks respond perfectly. That was the middle of the third quarter. Brunson goes to the bench. The last 3 minutes and 19 seconds.
That's where they won this game, actually.
Huge stretch.
They were +5 in the last 3 minutes and 19 seconds with Cat and Brunson on the bench. It was Mikal Bridges and 4 bench players.
Yeah.
And then they start those guys at the beginning of the fourth quarter, too.
Yeah. Mike Brown's like, let's keep them out there.
Yeah, and they got 2 big offensive rebounds.
Huge shot. I mean, it was like a bailout shot.
It was
and
ugly.
then Bridges was just like,
bang,
in
bang.
fuego. Yeah, he's like hitting these crazy shots, operating. And you're right. It went from 4-point lead to, a 9-point lead. And like, this was Bridges and 4 guys off the bench, everybody helping out. That was huge. But just back to Cat for a second, like just scoring in every possible way too. Driving, always left. Spurs may want to try and shade him to the other hand, but he's always blowing by them left. He had the 3-ball drop in last night too. Then when like Castle would get switched up on him, they would post him up. And then there's one play in the second quarter. He's having a great game. Like he's sort of embarrassing Wemby at this point. There was like 4 Spurs that converged on Cat near the rim. And like, I feel like Cat of old's probably like forcing it up, trying to draw a foul. Nope, just calmly with 4 guys on him, kick to Bridges in the corner, who banged home the 3. It's like he is making every right play offensively, and then the effort he's given defensively, finishing possessions, gobbling up the defensive rebound. And obviously when he's matched up on Wemby, he's done an amazing job.
He has really done an amazing job.
Playoffs season for Cat.
Playoffs, yeah. I mean, there were times when it was like he seemed like he was completely out of the team for New York. Him and Bridges, like so much tension between these guys, and guess what? They're both playing incredibly well because now they all get to touch the ball and they're all involved. And you just hear Jefferson and Legler talking about so much, like maybe his shot attempts are down, but it doesn't matter with how involved he is in the offense. I love that pass to the corner from Cat. He throws some wild passes, and he always has, but he is a good passer, and he can put some serious zip on the ball. I thought that was massive. And yeah, he's just making it tough on Wemby. Like, you know, Towns didn't have a great second half. Wemby definitely did. So I think, I don't know, but the first half was really eye-opening. It seemed to me like Wemby wasn't meeting the moment for the most part.
Absolutely.
And I don't know if he was just like trying to conserve his energy, because he really took it upon himself in the second half. I think he had 17 shot attempts in the second half. He obviously had to get more aggressive, but part of the reason this was a close game is because he wasn't doing much in the first half. And part of it is, you know, having to figure out how to attack Towns, how to figure out how to attack Robinson. And he just doesn't have the necessary toolbox right now, because he can't push these guys around, either of them. They're both strong, Cat and Robinson. And sometimes the quickness isn't there, or the awkwardness kind of shows. So his best take was that lefty, I thought. But I don't know. He's going to have to be better for an entire 4 quarters. You know, he hasn't been the best player on the court yet.
Yeah, those last 6 minutes of the fourth quarter, if he starts the game with that, then everybody plays off that better.
Yeah.
I think Mitch has to literally give him the ball more at the free throw line, at least to just start the game. He can't do that the entire time. This isn't a LeBron James, hey, lead the Cleveland Cavaliers in 2007 by driving every single possession. That is not humanly possible, but he can be smarter than that and pick his spots better. And so Mitch has to play into that. I think Bismack Biyombo, the guy who physically got him ready in practices before games, has to do more of that. Like that Shamet example I brought up where he should be dunking over Shamet is an example of that. But even in the first half that you said where Towns outplayed him, Wemby wasn't in good defensive spots at times. There was some weird stuff where Karl-Anthony Towns hit a wide open 3 because Wemby was guarding him, and then a pick kind of came and Castle, his teammate, kind of wiped him out, and Wemby receded to the rim, and Karl-Anthony Towns hit an open 3. Like, they just didn't have everything together defensively. Several plays I was making notes of that you could throw in there, and that package that the guys were talking about at half. Well, Barkley was bringing up his high school
nemesis.
Yeah, was it Lewis? Not Lewis Hamilton, some other Lewis. I forget his name already. And then did it in college as well, where he basically said Wemby was rattled. Totally.
Chuck is saying, I was a superstar player my entire career, my entire basketball life, but there were these odd instances where I got my ass handed to me. Once in high school, once in college. Yeah.
And that's why
what he's saying was happening with Cat doing it to Wemby, and he was right.
Yeah, that's why
he looked rattled.
Yeah, and that's why Wemby had those turnovers in the first half and ended up with 4. And he just kind of wasn't there. But defensively, too, I don't think he was all there. So is he awake now? Is it the right time? Maybe it's too late going into New York. But I don't know. Like you said before the series started, does playing on the road matter as much anymore? I mean, it's going to be hard to do that 4 out of 5
the Knicks
times.
never play on the road. They haven't had a road game yet.
Oh, because they've won the first 2.
Oh, sure.
No, because half the arena's Knicks fans. It's
true.
basically like a home game. What are you talking about?
It is pretty wild.
It's like every series. It's incredible. Like they're basically half fans for the Knicks.
Maybe
game,
the Spurs got to get James Dolan's facial recognition cameras to get a camera shot of every Knicks fan and just not allow them into the arena. Just do that. Wouldn't that help? I mean, you'd rather have like 20% of the arena empty. Even if you're losing on concessions.
Wow, that's next level thinking. Yeah. Buy the tickets yourself.
They
are
just too loud. They are too loud. The cameras are showing them during the broadcast. It's weird.
Wemby after the game said one of his quotes. I mean, he took obviously, what's the word I'm looking for?
Accountability.
Thank you for the turnover, especially, and just missing the shots at the end. So you want to hear that? Yeah. He also said, I could have been better at recovering from the high of the conference finals. And I think this is interesting. Yeah. Like that and the way they celebrated and all that, it had the feeling of like, it sort of was our championship. Wow, we took down the defending champs, a grueling 7-game series, coming back down 3-2 in that series. And, they're going to have to win 2 here in a row probably to make this interesting. But yeah, for him to address that, and obviously the fatigue of it all, and just the way the Knicks are playing. They're just physical, like you said, Trey. Like as much as this Wemby, wake up, start games better. It's a large part because the Knicks are just not afraid of him at all. Mm-hmm. None of these guys are. Even the smallest guy on the floor, Alvarado, has proven he's not. And then defensively, the way they're just like, hey, just make life difficult. If he shoots a 3, that's a win for us. We'll live with that. Just credit to them as well. Just obviously, we said this heading in. They believe they can win this thing. They probably see like the writing is on the wall to win this title now before maybe the Thunder are healthier, maybe Wemby gets better or does get better, and all these other instances. They see the opportunity and they're taking advantage of it.
They've got the strength and the size the Knicks do to make it tough on San Antonio offensively, because I don't actually think the defense has been a problem at all for the Spurs. They've given up 105 in both of these games. That's the 2 fewest points that New York has scored in the entirety of the playoffs. They're doing a good job of like limiting Brunson's efficiency. Last night, 7 for 25 from the field, 6 assists to 4 turnovers. Like he did have a big fourth quarter in game 1, but still it took him 30 shots to get to 30 points. The defense is fine. They just don't have really any rhythm on offense unless the threes are dropping. And the Spurs can look good. I think when the threes are dropping, I thought Fox played a really good game. He was running and gunning last night. It was one of his better games of the entire playoffs. Harper did his thing as well. Great to see him getting fourth quarter minutes. He played over 30, played 10 minutes in the fourth quarter. Those guys are helpful, but it doesn't feel like the Spurs have a bread and butter right now. All of their baskets seem to be pretty tough, and that's credit to New York giving it all, their all defensively, because there are two guys who are literal question marks coming into the playoffs. Like, I know I've said it a million times on podcasts, and I've heard it a million other places. How are you going to build the championship level defense with Jalen Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns at your two most important defensive positions? They've completely flipped that on its head, and now they're the team that looks like the badasses defensively.
Yeah, they're ready every single possession, all 48 minutes, and that's something the Spurs are absolutely not. I mean, even in the beginning of the fourth quarter with Bridges and 4 bench players, it was Alvarado grabbing a huge offensive rebound, Deuce McBride grabbing a huge offensive rebound. The two teeniest guys on the floor. They are absolutely showing up. And I thought the Spurs revamped defense against Jalen Brunson allowed him to, or forced him to not be able to get in a flow, but OG Anunoby carried over the first game to the second game. So 2 big open, 2 shots in that first quarter that he hit, while Brunson had to find other guys. Who's going to help me? And it was OG. Obviously Cat doing his thing, but yeah, they're a complete team while the Spursies are not. And I mentioned Stephon Castle. You know, Fox definitely had a better game. Dylan Harper had a good game. Castle still seems to be not quite right. I mean, some good finishes, but 4 turnovers, not great shooting. Some boner fouls on that pump fake. I mean, what was that all about? So he's not there yet either. But you know, sometimes it takes a couple games to wake up in the playoffs. Those Milwaukee Bucks won a championship in 21 after losing 2 games, but it might be too late against these Knicks. Like you brought up the fact that we're here, and maybe the Spurs thought that was their championship in the Western Conference Finals. It felt like that to me when we were watching our Toronto Raptors take down the Bucks in the conference finals of 2019. I thought it was over. I thought that was it for them, but they kept it going. The Knicks have kept theirs going, and the Spurs have not. I mean, they really have not. The Knicks have outplayed them.
Underrated moment, actually, amidst all the chaos, was that challenge by Mike Brown. And I guess there was like a Knicks assistant coach, specifically Jordan Brink, calling to replay the OG Anunoby 3-point attempt, where they're like, he got fouled. And they did. They looked at it. He did. And OG stepped to the line and hit all 3 free throws. I mean, nice, obviously, challenge by Mike Brown there to get them points. They literally just got them 3 points in the end after he hit them down. Yeah,
and it was that was what finally ended the 14-0 run for the Spurs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Wild, though, that Brunson is 19 for 56 from the floor in this series. Yet the Knicks are up 2-0.
I mean, if you're telling the Spurs, Wemby's going to be the leading scorer in the series, and you're holding Brunson to what, 30% shooting from the field, you don't think you're down 0-2.
No, not with 2 home games for sure. But like I said, you know, so it does feel insurmountable. Yeah, and no team has in the finals obviously dropped their first 2 games at home and come back to win this thing. So like history will have to be made here. Close games though, and the Spurs were down 3-2 to the Thunder, and a lot of people at that time, myself included, thought, well, that was probably it. Pivotal game 5, they took it. Hey, good season, Spurs. See you next year. But they came back to win game 6 and then game 7. And that's got to be the case now here. Of course, game 3 starts with game 3, and then maybe things get interesting. They got to hope Donald Trump somehow ruins all the good vibes in New York by showing up to game 3. Would be hilarious. You got to admit, would be very funny that the Knicks have just won 13 straight games. They're riding so high, and Trump shows up, and it goes downhill from there. But I can't imagine 4 out of 5 against this awesome Knicks team right now. And like, again, scary part is Brunson probably, with this series still to go, will have a monster game or 2. I could very much in play.
Yeah. The Knicks will adapt to that Spurs defense. I think the Knicks will be better offensively because they just hadn't seen as much of these doubles of Brunson or getting the ball out of his hands. So yeah, they'll be better in game 3.
Yeah. Also, like, as the playoffs have gone on for the Spurs here, it feels like they've lost like a bench contributor or one guy as every series goes on. Because last night, another perfect example of the Knicks bench as we went through, especially at the end of the third quarter. Yeah. Like, they're coming through. Like, Brown plays 4 guys, and they're all playing really well in their minutes out there. Shamet, more threes. Obviously, McBride, Mitchell Robinson in the defense. it's great stuff from them. Whereas Dylan Harper, I guess, had an okay game again, fine, but then nothing. I mean, Keldon Johnson was the sixth man of the year. He's had one good game maybe in the postseason.
He's not even the sixth man of his team.
I know.
I thought he was actually pretty decent in the third quarter.
He had a spark. There was a spark.
He gave him a little bit of a spark to keep it interesting, but he's out of rhythm, and his style of play isn't good in this series. He's just trying to run people over, and even though he's one of the beefier dudes on the Spurs, the Knicks got a lot of big, beefy boys. I love the big, beefy boys. But yeah, Kornet, not great. Carter Bryant didn't get a taste in the second half. Barnes didn't get a taste in the second half, wisely. So you also factor in, like, Fox, like we're saying, good game.
Oh, yeah.
But he tweaked his ankle somewhat. He was limping around in the fourth quarter. Castle was limping around in the fourth quarter. I think Harper was limping around in the fourth quarter. Maybe his was just like he got hit or something like that. So maybe he's not hurting. But these guys are starting to take some bumps.
Sure.
And they're already down to 6 reliable guys. Not ideal for San Antonio. But I do think there's a little pressure on the Knicks going into game 3. It's their first finals game at home in the 2000s. It's going to be $80,000 to get in. It's going to be so crazy loud. They're on a roll right now. There's the pressure of the win streak. So there's an opportunity for San Antonio to be like, we've got nothing left to lose at this point, right?
To me, the thing. It's
let's go out and fire our best shot.
Yeah.
So for sure that there's a chance there, but it all comes down to game 3 at this point for San Antonio, because you ain't coming back from 3-0.
No.
You got to talk yourself into be like, hey, we came back from 2-1 in our last series, but you got to get to 2-1.
You do. Maybe the Spurs, because their backs are against the wall, like they were and like it was in the last 6 minutes of this game, of game 2. Maybe that translates to game 3. Our backs are against the wall. We got to win. Do the Knicks come out? I've seen this going around with the cartoon theme song for their intros in game 3 at home, like they've been getting for the first 2 games of the Spurs. Does that kind of give you some levity? Oh, this is fun.
Oh, you're saying the Knicks should play it for themselves? Wow. Now that's a bold move. I like it.
It would be hilarious. Yeah. Or if the pressure thing is getting to them at home and that comes on, does that allow them to be like,
just breaks the ice a little bit?
Yeah.
I thought it was funny. Who was it? Maybe Legler or Richard Jefferson. One of the two of them were like, they're only doing that so you can't hear how loud Knicks fans are in the arena.
Yeah.
There's no reason to play that music that loud.
It's very loud.
So loud.
Yeah. I think
it feels like it's coming from ABC.
I agree. I kept thinking like they're not playing it in the arena, that it's just coming through our speakers. But they just cranked it to drown out all those Knicks fans, man.
It is funny. As far as the benches go, just a couple notes. I was concerned for the Knicks with Landry Shamet at the beginning, because Dylan Harper went past him that one time and it looked like Shamet was doing a bit of the whoop, whoop, whoop. Like he almost fell into him as Dylan Harper went past him, and Shamet didn't get back on a Fox fast break, but Shamet made up for it. He made up for it big time, and he was fantastic. While Carter Bryant on the other side, he's been played in the first half of both games, but not in the second half of both games. Yeah, they just can't get anything. And Harrison Barnes, literally, I think the most notable thing for him was when Cat did that gallop past Wemby, he was kind of on Barnes' back. Like he kind of rode Barnes' back on the first part of that gallop because Barnes had his back to it. Otherwise, Harrison didn't do all that much. But Dylan was good. Dylan was the guy
he was good.
Awesome. He's so good. And they chose to play him more in the fourth quarter, up to 32 minutes in this game. He was playing alongside Fox while Castle was sitting for a while. So they decided to go with the better player. But they're not getting the depth that the Knicks are. No doubt about that.
So only 3 teams in NBA history have lost the first 2 games of the NBA Finals at home. And the stars of all of those teams were in the building last night. Wembanyama, obviously here with the Spurs. Charles Barkley and the 93 Suns. And Shaquille O'Neal and the 95 Magic, excuse me. It's sort of funny they're all there. To lose the first 2 in the finals. Now Barkley and the Suns made things a little more interesting against MJ's Bulls, but Shaq, of course, got swept, and this is why a lot of these comparisons, and maybe even the potential of a New York Knicks sweep here, sort of echoes LeBron's first go in the finals, Shaq's first go in the finals, and you got to take your lumps, and maybe some prematurely ejaculated in anointing Wembanyama the GOAT right away, because this is an uphill climb. Or maybe it's setting up even to be more storybook. What's cooler than just winning the title at 22? Coming back from a 2-0 hole at home to do it.
Yeah.
Unlikely with the confidence the Knicks are playing with, but you never know. These were close games.
Yes, they were absolutely close. It was funny hearing the names that were coming up on the desk there. The Nick Anderson.
That was stupid. It was like a fine point. Barkley got us started, and then they went to Shaq.
Yeah.
Like I just said, like, hey, man, your first finals, you didn't win. Now, Shaq was a monster from what I remember in that finals, so it wasn't really his fault. But then to pivot to the Nick Anderson, like, missed free throws, like trying to put Nick Anderson on the level of Wembanyama was
It didn't make sense.
pretty silly from Kenny.
Yes.
I get it. He was shook. He missed free throws. He was a fine player, and then it was in his head from there on out, and he was probably lost. But I don't think that's the same as what's going on here with Wemby at all. Sorry to jump in.
No, that's all right.
Yeah.
Post game, did Charles and the TNT crew talk about, or the ESPN crew now, did they talk about how the Suns responded in Game 3 going into Chicago, that triple overtime game? They won that triple overtime Game 3. Yeah. That was fun.
Yeah, I didn't stick around for the post-game
They should have shown
show
some
last night.
highlights.
Anything else X's and O's wise? We got a lot of random notes from Game 2. No.
I like the Spurs ball pressure. I'm seeing that's my only note.
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
left
early
over.
in the
Like,
game,
they were D'ing up like crazy.
Yeah.
Extending out to basically half court, forced the one backcourt violation. They almost got close on an 8-second violation as well. I thought that was a smart move by Mitch Johnson. Like, we're picking up basically full court on Brunson, on Bridges as well. And then the Knicks turned into handling that pretty fine, I thought, in the second half.
you're right.
But still, it was helpful to make it tough on Brunson, especially.
Yeah, I had that in my notes too. I had the Spurs playing 8-on-5 here, and that was not a referee joke, even though Knicks fans, I'm sure, felt like it was. 8-on-5 meaning, they were using the half-court line, and at times the sideline lines where they were trapping and the pressure and defensive intensity early in the game, and it was working. I thought the defense from both teams was awesome. Like, transition defense, you could put together like a mixtape of transition defense. Elite transition defense played in this game from both sides. I thought Spurs in the first half had a couple awesome ones. And then it was the OG show, the couple that he had, just straight up blocks or denials in transition where it's 1-on-1 or like a 2-on-1. I mean, just the effort both these teams are giving on that end. Yeah.
It should be noted that OG 3 in the corner that was contested, he fell down. He made it, fell down. And then he got up to run back and block Champagny. So I think, if you want to put together the video compilation, I think the cat dunk at one end and the block at the other end immediately after, and the OG 3 and the block at the other end. That's the sexy stuff. I mean, that's the effort that the Knicks are giving.
Yeah, and there was one where, Hart had a quiet game. He was in foul trouble and he was frustrated, but he bottled up Castle on a drive once too. It's like a semi-transition play, like a classic, just stuck with it, got the block at the end. But again, they had, the Spurs had great defensive plays too in the first half, especially. There was a Harper hustle play on a Shamet miss. There was a semi-chase down block on Brunson. So amazing defense. Just came down like sort of game one here, like who's going to hit these shots at the end. Brunson hit the monster one here to tie it up, and then Wemby had 2 looks and he couldn't capitalize on them.
Yeah, and he threw the ball off
away.
of a teammate's
Or they would have got a third one.
That's the worst play, is the throw the ball off the guy's back. That goes down in history as like an all-time finals botch. I understand what you're saying about Nick Anderson, but it is similar. Like, this is going to stick out as all-time meltdowns in finals games. J.R. Smith as well. And Wemby throwing a pass off of a guy's back.
Yeah, and it's like almost, it was
like he got the stop on Brunson.
Yeah, I know
and
he
got
did.
the rebound.
He did.
Everybody's expecting you dribble the ball up and take a pull-up 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, will he recover? Unlike Nick, that's the question. Yeah. How is he going to respond? They also gave away 8 points of the easy variety at the free throw line, the easiest baskets you can get. I mean, they shot 19 of 27. Yeah, that would help.
Yep. In these close games,
Absolutely.
So let's get your prediction here on just how the rest of this series goes. Any chance at all the Spurs can make this a series, or would you lean more towards maybe this is a sort of a sweep with the way the Knicks are playing this streak? Obviously, that place is going to be going bonkers on Monday night. What do you think?
I think the Knicks are going to win the series in 5 games.
Okay. So whether game 3 or 4 is probably dropped, TBD. All right.
Yeah, I would have to say Knicks in 5 too. Okay. I was the absolute other direction before this series.
Yep.
Spurs in 5. Now the other direction looks like it's happening. It's all up to game 3 though.
It is.
Yeah, we shall see.
Not till Monday. We got the whole weekend without NBA basketball here. All right, let's get into some random notes.
Random.
right, I'll start us off. I'll take us through a couple that I had. I'm sure you guys had some of these as well. Just wanted to show love to the Steadicam shot to start these NBA Finals games. We've seen this from Amazon. Now it's sort of found its way here to ESPN/ABC. I just get so hyped. Like, we're just out there on the floor with them. That was a cool shot of Brunson doing his little meditation, his little pray, and then it just circles around and you see everybody. Like, you can feel sort of the nerves,
Yes.
like of the athletes out there. So I don't know. It just looks cool as hell too.
Do you think Brunson's aware that there's a guy standing right in front of him?
Yeah.
I would be a little freaked out to open my eyes from my pregame meditative prayer. And there's a dude with a camera just right in your face.
Yeah, he's got the
Turn around,
steady
Jim
cam.
Ice
I
is
was
there,
just going to
too.
say that. You took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah.
You turn around and Jim Ice has got another camera on you. Can't get away. Yeah, I think he's aware. He's done it enough. Just looks cool. Just look great.
Absolutely
look.
looks cool.
And we cut back, I guess, on the AI animations here in game 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Tony,
I'm not even sure there were any.
I don't think there were any.
Okay.
Yeah, from Tony
Good.
Parker, non-Tony Parker, to just real guys' photos.
But something that did return in game 2 was the weird Wemby pick that we showed you in game 1.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he was sharing the graphic with Brunson at the time. This one, we got the quote board and we got funny looking Wemby there with whatever was happening with that photo that was taken or edited or whatever. It just looks so weird.
So
Yeah.
we're not cutting out another photo.
No. So they didn't care with that one.
I think it looks even weirder.
It does.
Because he's the only person on the
Yeah.
graphic. Last
Yeah.
time it was Brunson on the other side, right?
Yeah, it was funny how many people were, tweeting me or DMing me like, "Oh no, it's back! The weird Wemby pick is back." We made a short out of it, so yeah. I did like, or I want to get your opinions on. There were like these interstitials, I guess is the best way to call them, of like Karl-Anthony Towns with the Larry O'Brien Trophy with like cool music. We got a Wemby one later. Were you a fan of these? Or were you concerned at all that Kat was really touching and staring longingly into the LOB? Because I don't think Wemby touched
Wemby is.
his. And
Wemby
Brunson
is hands
refused
off,
to do it,
for sure.
apparently. Yeah.
I'm a little concerned. I thought you weren't supposed to touch it before you've won it.
I don't know.
And he's ready to give it a smooch.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He had a great line, though, in this little package or video. He said, "There's no greater currency in New York than respect." That was a cool line. I was like, that's pretty badass. And so he's trying to obviously gain the respect here with the championship.
Sure.
What'd you think of
But
this?
you don't get respect having a photo op with
No.
Then you get the opposite, right?
Look, okay, here's the question.
If you lose, then people will bring that up. Why'd you do that?
Yeah, well, I was going to ask
Carl.
you, what would you do? You're on a championship
Oh,
team. They
that's
ask
a
you to
great
do
question.
this. You've never won the
What would I
title.
do?
Are you touching it? Are you refusing to even be near it? Like, again, Jalen Brunson, apparently, he was like, "I'm not even going in the room." They wanted him to do one of these. He's like, no. What does Task Mouse
I
do?
don't know.
Like, are you superstitious, really?
Yeah, that's what it comes down to. I probably I get close. Like, I get closer.
There's Task just sort of like peering at it from the back.
Why not? It's also the newer edition of Larry O'Brien. It's been there for a couple of years, but
Yeah.
like, I want to see it. I'm sure these guys.
You have seen it. It's been here.
I know I have, but I mean, if I'm an actual player, if I'm Carl, I think I want to get personal.
I'm not touching that thing.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't.
me too.
I didn't like touching it when it was here, and I'm not even on the Bulls.
Because you still have hopes you might make
exactly.
the league.
I'm like, give me the gloves. Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe
That's
it
why
doesn't pass.
That's why I'm looking at it. I'm not touching it. I'm looking
Okay.
at just getting.
Okay. So you did the Wemby.
let
I
me
don't think Wemby
admire-
touched it.
Let
Yeah,
me see
but-
these names on the bottom of the base here.
I don't know. Cat's touching it. Yeah, he's like basically kissing this damn thing, man. He knows he's winning a title.
Exactly.
The way he's playing.
He's doing no voice modulation in his interviews. Like, this is pure Cat.
He's
that we're
playing
getting
like-
right
and
now.
he's obviously-
he really is playing with incredible confidence, and it's
Yes.
displaying in his personal life. It feels like too. All of his interviews are like really insightful and drawing on obviously his history with his mom passing
Yeah.
away, and just the entirety of his career seems to be culminating all in this moment, and he's ready for it.
Yeah,
and
he's
it's
meeting
very
the moment.
and it's very different than his previous press life. Like, he was brought up playing for the Dominican team as a teenager, and so when he got to the NBA, there was a lot of, whoa, Karl-Anthony Towns is ready for the spotlight because he's really, really good with the media.
Oh yeah, he was polished. Remember we
He
talked to him
was.
at
He is,
Summer
yeah.
League. We were like, holy crap.
Yeah, but
this
it's
is
a 180.
kid?
It's so different now. It's real, Cat. It's more
Definitely.
authentic.
He's not performing. Like, he's just
Yeah.
being himself.
Yeah.
But he was performing in Devil Wears Prada too. Maybe,
Yeah,
maybe
that's-
that was the key.
Yeah.
That's where I act.
Yeah.
Here's where I'm me.
Do we know when that video was from? Like when he shot it?
This with the LOB?
Yeah.
I assume between the end of the conference finals and start of the finals. They had a
assume.
long time off. Yeah, it has to be.
Probably.
Can't imagine they're doing it for every team at the start of the playoffs.
but-
Get all the footage of everybody.
No, not at the
like,
beginning
no,
of the playoffs, but between game 1 and game 2.
No,
I think you get even closer to it after winning game 1.
Wow. You're really testing the fates. Every win.
They bring
After
it
game
out.
3, give it a nice lick.
Yeah, it's like the ring in Lord of the Rings for sure. Yeah, nuns over knockers. That's what I have in my notes here. Look, they replaced the OnlyFans models with nuns.
Great seats.
Those are the seats behind Mitch Johnson, and that we saw the models for a majority of this postseason. We had the nuns down in that section.
Yeah, I was happy to see all of our favorite nuns. We had Wemby nun, we had Handel's nun. I think that's ventriloquist nun as well. And the rest of the crew.
I
they
think
didn't.
so.
She's I'm not bringing the sign with me or the puppet with me.
Yeah.
But I mean, anytime the Spurs did something interesting, I was like checking in with the sisters, seeing how they were celebrating.
Yeah.
They're into it.
They're locked in.
They are.
Well,
yeah.
then there was that one shot of Wemby nun. She dropped like an oh gosh. I think she said gosh.
She said gosh.
Yeah.
That's very evident. Yeah, it's not God. It's definitely gosh. I think the nuns increased. Isn't there? There's 4 behind Mitch Johnson.
And
There's 1 at the scores table.
Yeah.
So there's more.
They're
multiplying.
Yeah, there's several nuns.
Yeah. Well, I don't think the nuns will be in Madison Square Garden.
Of course,
I would say don't either.
No.
Wow. I mean, that's a test for the Knicks fans. Would you boo the sisters?
They 100% would.
Yeah.
That's why don't bring them. What else do I got here? Some clips. Jalen Brunson fouling Devin Vassell's hair. And we had Richard Jefferson on the broadcast going, is the hair a foul? And it had everybody like contemplating it. I think Breen even said, well, the hair is part of the head.
That's so true.
And I love this replay here. I mean, yeah, just got the braids. And it makes you think, like, is that enough to call a foul?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
And I mean, funniest possible guy to have on the broadcast, Richard Jefferson. Yeah. Never a problem for me.
Yeah.
So he said he started going bald in like his sophomore year of high school. Yeah. So he's like, literally, I never had something like that happen.
But then Legs said he had a mullet when he was in
Legs said he had a mullet.
But it never happened to him.
Yeah, I mean, who's contesting a shot on the back of the neck?
Yeah.
That nasty mud flap.
Yeah.
Advantage to the Spurs, I guess. They got longer hair in the backcourt between Vassell and Castle. He's got 2 guys who could draw fouls with their hair.
Yeah, Breen said, I think it's in the rule book.
Yeah.
And, he even was giggling to himself. Like, I never, in my history of NBA broadcasting, ever had to come and deal with that question about whether or not that's an actual foul. I'm glad the officiating isn't something we're talking about again. The cat thing with this 3rd and 4th foul. Ugh.
What did you think overall? Do you think the Knicks got a bad whistle?
Yes. The Spurs got more calls.
Yeah, I think I would agree with that too. Even my guy Josh Tiven, what are you doing? Hitting Mitchell Robinson with that tech when him and Wemby.
Oh yeah,
that was dumb.
We're jostling. So you
As
call it
double
Mitchell
tech or a
Robinson?
no tech.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing.
Yep.
Nothing.
That was a weird one.
Yeah.
And there was Fox got away with a blatant travel.
What happened on that play? Him and Hart get locked up. The play stops for a little bit, and then Fox just started dribbling again. Yeah.
I thought Fox dribbled to the position. Yeah, then there was a bunch of jostling, tying up, whatever. Mm-hmm. But then the ball never got dislodged.
I didn't think so.
And then Fox was like, okay, that's been enough time. I guess I'll dribble again.
They forgot.
I thought it was a blatant travel. Ended it, and he got fouled too on the play. Yep. It was an and one. So that one, and then, I mean, we did have a moment. I don't know. I guess nothing was called, right? Fox and Brunson with the stare down.
Oh, that was amazing.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
But then it got hilarious.
Rick Brunson, Dad came from the bench, and you could see him saying, don't do that. Don't do that. Dad defending Jalen.
But then Tony Brothers telling Dad Brunson, Rick Brunson, get back. You can't be down here. That's what he was saying. Yeah. And then Rick Brunson's all mad. He's like, I think he got pissed now with Tony Brothers. He's like, you can't tell me I'm an assistant coach. I'm not just a dad here.
Yeah, come on, man.
I'm not just a dad coming down from the stands to check on my boy. But yeah, I love the no calls there because, there was a lot going on. A lot of players were around. Rick Brunson's running on the court. They could have called something.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, That's 90s enough.
Yeah.
We'll just play basketball.
Well, it was great because it just seemed like Fox and Brunson were literally just staring at each other.
They
like, I
literally
don't
were.
even think they were, I don't know. I don't think they were talking much shit to each
no.
other. They were like, nope, we're just going to go sort of close forehead to forehead. It was
Yeah.
awesome.
Neither of them is like big trash talkers. So
no.
they're just trash starers.
Yeah, exactly.
Dad didn't want Fox looking at his son. I mean, that's what it comes. I don't think they said a word.
Don't look
No,
at
I
my
don't think
son.
so either.
It
It
was
made
really
it better.
You can start if you're a conspirator when it comes to NBA officiating. You can put together the anti-Knicks one.
For this game.
Unfortunately, in this game,
You
yeah,
can. You can.
even the opening jump ball, you could start to say between game 1 and game 2, where Scott Foster threw it in the middle. Josh Tiven comes out in this one, and Karl-Anthony Towns didn't even try because it was on Wemby's side.
Yeah, it was a bad toss.
That was a bad toss.
Yeah, he didn't have to jump.
Yeah.
He just knocked it back with his left hand, so you can start right there.
I did think they got they called it a flagrant 1 foul, didn't they? After they looked at it, Josh Hart tripping.
Yep.
That was very
Vassell.
cool. I think it was very
definitely a foul, of course. And yeah, I guess they did call it a
It
flagrant.
would have been 2 points, right? He would have caught it. He would have caught up to it.
And like he got his pocket picked and then
Yeah.
just straight up tried to prevent
the
it,
right
so grabbed it.
yeah, we didn't mention. I mean, Hart obviously showing his heart out there, but 0 points in this game. The shot just looks ugly from 3-point land.
Well, yeah, and it was like early in the game. There was no doubt game plan from the Spurs. Leave that guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like they were, when they were doing all their aggressive defensive like trapping and stuff, it was like Wemby near the free throw or the half court line, and everybody just leaving Hart, and he was sort of the ball got to him
For sure.
and he just
Yep.
clanked it away. But
They only had to play 18 minutes because
he
their
was
bench was awesome.
and he was in foul trouble too, and out of rhythm for sure. But obviously, yeah, he does, like the other, he does not hurting you when he's out there in his 18 minutes outside of the foul. He's playing hard, obviously defensive minded guy.
And the rebounds.
What else here? Late in the first half, Wemby is going to do the Kevin Garnett deny. What does that mean? Don't let the ball go through the hoop even after the whistle is blown, right? Don't let the offensive player see it go through. But Wemby has a weird variation of the Kevin Garnett. He comes up through the mesh, through the hoop to try and block it, even though, that attempt there after the whistle wasn't really even close. He did it later, too.
He did it twice.
At the end of the game on a Brunson sort of whistle's called. Brunson wants to go for a little layup. He does the same thing. Somebody needs to tell him to stop doing this, though. This is how your fingies get broken or sprained. Don't go through the mesh. Do the Garnett. Go up. Block it. Don't let it see it go through. I would not be doing it through the mesh, though. I'm a little worried one of these times his finger's going to get, hurt.
He's got skinny fingers.
I'm telling you. I'm like, not joking. Somebody tell him to stop doing that. Because I feel like that's going to be bad. It's going to end bad one of these times. And I got a few more here. Oh, Mitchell Robinson. He was better at the free throw line with the broken pinky.
Yeah.
He went for 3 for 6,
Yep.
which is an improvement for
He made
Mitchell
2 in a
Robinson.
row at one point, I think.
That's
Yes.
right. That's right. But this graphic showed lowest free throw percentage in NBA playoff history. I was like, holy crap. Is that true? So I'm looking it up. Well, it's true if the minimum is 50 total free throw attempts in the playoffs. Mitchell Robinson and Andrew Bogut are the only 2 guys with at least 50 free throw attempts in the postseason to be under 40% at the line. Bogut was 39.7%. Mitchell Robinson, as they showed, 36.2%. Though his free throw shooting increased last night after going 3 for 6. It's up to 36.7%. He added half a percentage last night, so good for him. But if you lower the threshold to, I said, 30 free throw attempts in the postseason, it's a fun list of 3 guys that were worse at the line than Mitchell Robinson. Bo Outlaw,
Yeah.
35.7% on 42 free throw attempts in the postseason. Nick Claxton, 34.3%. That one shocked me. That was on 35 free throw attempts. And then Andre Roberson, 26.8%
Yeah.
at the free throw line on 41 attempts when he played for the Thunder. The wild thing about that is he shot 34.5% from 3. Like he was a better 3-point
Yeah.
shooter than he was a free throw shooter. So anyway, Bo Outlaw, Nick
Robertson.
Claxton, and Robertson. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought we may get a Chuck Hayes.
Yeah, but probably not enough.
He was on the
playoff
team.
attempts.
He's on the team that got to that second round once, right?
Yeah, but how many free throws?
Yeah,
was
it's
he
all
shooting?
the free throws. I don't want to get into the nitty gritty, but so Mitchie is up to
36.7%.
36
in the postseason. Yep.
But how many total he shot.
He's at
he's at 50 now. That's a lot of free throws.
No, I'm saying of their entire career though. Is what I'm doing.
Okay.
He shot like over.
Yeah, that's why the
145
number,
free
the
throws.
percentage was for his career. Gotcha.
Good on him. Way to knock him down. Because we had Mitch Hack and Mitch.
Mitch Hack and
Broke
Mitch.
out and they like gave it a go and it looked like it was working because he was missing and they were even worse.
Yeah, but
And
then they
he hit
couldn't
two.
do it in the third quarter because
right.
not enough fouls.
That's right. Ooh, that's something we didn't talk about actually. Ended up being a big play. How do you feel about the fouling when you have one to give at the end? And it came into play because they did it. Castle fouled Brunson
Early.
with the foul to give. Many teams implement this. But of course it backfires in the end because if that foul doesn't happen and they just play it out and there is no foul called, then when Wemby crashes into Brunson on the sidelines, it's just Nick's ball on the side and obviously not putting him to the line with the second foul. It's sort of like it is funny, in this game of analytics and all that. It's like, it doesn't make sense. Now, if the guy blows by you, which I mean, he sort of did, Brunson got by Castle and then he goes for the aggressive reach that he gets the foul. But I don't know. Like maybe stop doing this so much.
What was the time? And
There's about 23 seconds left.
yeah.
I'd have to check.
did
but
they score on that possession? The Knicks?
Well, they didn't. What do you mean score on? They got
On
the
the-
foul.
Right, but on the next possession when they get the ball back, did they
No,
score?
they missed. So
Oh, good
Castle
foul
did
then.
it.
Yeah.
Castle did it with 24 seconds left. Then Brunson.
But
missed,
why do you
missed his
say
shot.
why do you say good foul though?
Well, they stopped Brunson from scoring. They got the stop.
Yeah, but hold on. The way they're playing defense is he knows I'm going to foul because I have the foul to give. Again, something teams do a lot. He doesn't need to play it that way is the point. You don't have to use the foul.
No.
Right. Okay.
They
Well, a
gotta
lot of teams
stop.
do.
I mean, yeah, they got to stop.
Yeah, that was.
They could have got a stop though. They could have got a stop without fouling.
Yeah, they could have, but they got to stop. I mean, that foul didn't cost them. The
Yeah.
turnover cost them.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't make him look dumber to me. Yeah, that was the Wemby stopping Brunson
Yeah.
after the whistle after
The foul was on Castle.
I know, but
Yeah.
when they came
The
back,
next play is the
next
Wemby.
play,
Yes.
The jumper.
I don't think it makes them look dumber when you use it, but when you use it in a smart way, like last series, was it Fox using
It
it,
was,
at the right time, like later in the possession when there's just not a lot of time left. You might as well get an extra. Well, force them to get an extra possession, I guess. It's just it was a smarter
It gives you a
opportunity.
chance to steal the inbounds. It lets you set up your defense.
It lets you be very aggressive to maybe get a steal, maybe get a deflection, and then then I'll foul. You're right. I get it, but you don't need to. And I think I'd love to see a breakdown of like the strategy of it working or backfiring or not. I'm sure they have this all so they could break it down. We do it with everything else. It feels like the one thing that it's like, nope, just use it.
Well,
Just use the foul.
I mean, don't you think that they have studied the analytics and are saying do the foul?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
Well, I mean, it would be pretty surprising if this is the only thing where they're not considering the analytics.
Yeah, probably. Well, I need much smarter people than myself to do the numbers. Figure it out. Seth Partnow, break it down for me.
Analytically, don't throw the ball off your teammate's back when he's running away from you.
No, analytically, it shows you'll get a chance at a game-winning jumper. Hey, man, hit the shot. They win anyway. What a game. Were you buzzing like you were after game one last
Absolutely.
night? I know.
It started in the third quarter. They were going back and forth, that crazy Knicks run with, I mean, a lot of it was Brunson and Cat on the bench, Wemby on the court. That's basically where the game
They
was
brought him
won
back
for New
in.
York.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Any other random notes?
Yeah, we had another banked in corner three. It was Champagny this
That was
time.
incredible.
From the same spot.
From the same spot. You'd think it happens once a season, it feels like. And it happened in both of the first two games. And I'm tracking cowboy hats. Did you see the couple?
There was a
That was
lot.
there was so many cowboy
So many
hats.
more,
I
yeah.
was like, Friday night,
Yep.
bring out the cowboy hat.
That's what I thought
There
too.
was a couple, woman wearing a white hat, man wearing a black hat,
Yes.
sitting next to each other.
Yeah.
That'd be brutal to be sitting behind them.
Very Westworld, I
Yeah.
thought. Sure. Black hat, white hat.
Yeah.
Lot more hats. I thought
Ton of
exactly. I
hats.
thought Friday night, Ma, I'm putting on my cowboy hat. I'm going to the game. Do you got anything else here, Mellis?
No, I think
We've gone
I'm
through a
good.
million random notes. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll do Whoa Boy and get the hell out of here. No Dunks is brought to you by FanDuel. You already knew this. And right now, new customers can hit the court with $350 in bonus bets guaranteed after betting $5 for 7 straight days. You already knew this. FanDuel is the best place to bet on all your favorite players during the NBA's biggest event. You already knew this. Play your game any way you want. Seek out individual player markets for baskets and rebounds, or build an epic same-game parlay for a chance at a bigger payout. It's up to you. And best of all, with FanDuel, you get paid instantly when you win, and you already knew this. So be a part of the championship moment like never before with FanDuel, an official partner of the NBA. Little bit of the night, sponsored by Levi. Levi back, sponsoring another Whoa Boy. I would like to contribute, Levi writes in, to Tass's Slush Fund ad read business. Right here, right now, LLC. All jokes aside, one pizza on me. Thanks for the weekend shift, fellas. Thank you.
Thanks, Levi. We'll make that ad business happen, sort of. We kind of already do.
We are, yeah.
Yeah.
Karl-Anthony Towns gets another Whoa Boy. 21 points, 8 of 12 shooting, 3 3-pointers made, 13 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block, 1 steal. Guy's cooking right now. And has anybody checked FanDuel? Is he the favorite right now for Finals MVP after 2 games? Or does Brunson still have a small lead on it? I'll look it up here.
Okay, well, you look it up.
Uh-oh, my Wi-Fi just died.
Okay, well, then I can look it up. No, it's Brunson.
Interesting.
Brunson is plus 110. Towns is plus 175.
Okay.
Wemby be dropping to plus 380. But Towns has risen.
Oh, yeah.
Not in a Jesus way, just in terms of odds. He has risen from, he was 3rd before this series started. And I remember saying when I saw 3 athletic writers pick Towns to be their MVP.
Yeah, you're right.
I was shocked. But yes, he is a lot closer.
If it ended right now and you had a vote, who would you give it to?
That's a great question.
I would give it to Cat.
For sure.
I mean, Brunson's hit the big shots, yes.
Yeah.
But
game
Cat
one,
has been, sort of a lead on both ends here.
Yeah. The point after game 1, Brunson hit the shot, but it was Towns outplaying Wemby was the key to me. Yeah. You brought up stat line. How many times, if Lee Ellis was still here, would Catmandu have been said through the first 2 games? Let's put a number there through 2 games or through 1 game. Catmandu would have been said.
Well, at least once a show. So maybe more. Yeah, I'd set the line at least 2.5 through 2 games of the finals. So
I'm going heavy over.
Yeah.
6+.
I mean, if Reggie was on the call here for the finals, how many times would Catmandu say? He says it.
He says it.
Well, he has. Yeah.
Yeah, he said it. Last round.
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah.
I think he did. Yeah.
So,
all right, that's all I want to know. He was doing.
We'll check in with Lily. How many times have you said Catmandu to anyone in particular during the
final? Reggie was on the OKC Spurs series last round. He wasn't even on the Knicks series, but he was still saying it.
He did say it once.
Even
I'm
through
with
osmosis.
you. I remember a Catmandu being said.
Look, I'm just saying it.
And there's only 2 people in the world that say Catmandu. It's Lee Ellis and Reggie Miller.
Those are the only 2.
So now is the perfect
2.
time to say it, the way he's playing. All right. Any other thoughts, or should we get out of here for the weekend? We'll be back on Monday to get you all set for Game 3 on Monday night. Obviously, I mean, it's the series.
It's the series.
Comes down to it. I mean, it's either going to get a little interesting for Game 4, or it's just going to be a coronation, and start planning the parade route if that's the case. If they win Game 3,
I don't know if this is still the case, but I liked it back in the day when an arena would get so loud that the camera is like shaking from the noise. I fear we've lost that due to the technology increases and like the stabilization on a camera, but they should throw it back because I love that look.
I do
and
too.
I mean the garden's gonna be that loud where it's camera shakingly loud. I just want to feel it. So even if they have to fake it with a little like just a manual
there's one
wiggle,
guy going like
the
this.
manual wiggler, hire that guy back.
No, like what you're saying is like put it in the right spot, put it on sticks.
Yeah.
Like just go old school for one camera. I mean, the camera itself could be nice. Put it on like just your classic tripod and put it in an area where that place is going to be like, pulsing. I mean, if they get off to a hot start, like, oh my God. I mean, can't wait. Can't wait for Monday night, man. I'm glad we have this weekend to breathe. You know, I guess watch the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
When do they go? Tonight?
For sure.
Okay.
They're back on tonight?
I imagine so.
I mean, they played twice already.
They played Thursday, yeah. Why wouldn't they play tonight?
NBA's taken multiple days off in between.
Well, yeah, I guess this whole schedule was because of the World
hockey
Cup.
is very, very easy.
It is tonight.
Wow.
Hockey is easy.
See what I'm telling you? I'm telling you.
Can't say that.
Well, I mean, look.
I do love that.
Hockey is
I love
easy.
when you lean into that and get a bunch of hockey players mad at you. But man, even I'm taking offense to that.
I mean, they're not taking extra days off. It can't be that hard. They
is.
went into overtime.
In game 2, yeah,
right.
it is surprising.
But I mean, they get all that rest. You know, they play like 15 minutes a night and get 30 minutes of rest in an overtime game. I mean, sorry, not 30. My bad. 60 minutes of rest. 20 minutes in between every period. Ridiculous.
Maybe that's why they have to take that much time, because it's that taxing.
That's what they want you to think.
yeah, maybe. Yeah.
There are 2 days off between games 3 and 4, and then 2 days off between games 5 and 6, and game 6 and 7. That's a lot of rest.
We're talking hockey here.
Yeah, baby.
Can you remind me though? I know I've said this before. Monday game 3, Wednesday game 4, and then is it a Saturday game 5 if we get there? Because again, the World Cup starts on Thursday.
If I'm going to trust our calendar, it's Saturday.
You can trust me, baby. I put that in there.
Saturday game.
Okay.
Wednesday to Saturday off.
Yeah, what is this?
Long
Hockey?
time.
And then 2 more days off between games 5 and game 6, and then 2 days off between game 6 and game 7.
Yeah,
Wow.
Wow.
Just have these guys ready to go.
Yep. Hey, look, if they play this intense, if we get there, which is not feeling like we're going to get to a long series at this point, give them all the time in the world. Let them rest up. They're going to play this hard defensively, man. What a game. What a game. Hopefully, what a show. But you tell us by hitting the like button, subscribing, leaving your boys a 5-star rating and review. We will be back on Monday. Till then, Clipper Bros.
You heard it here first. Have a great time. Turn up. Love you guys. Awesome.
Thanks for joining us. And remember, the NHL final is being played by the Carolina Hurricanes and the Vegas Golden Knights. Don't call us the Las Vegas Golden Knights. That's what they go by.
So
just Vegas Golden Knights.
Don't call it the Stanley Cup Finals.
Not allowed.
Plural. And don't call them the Las Vegas Golden Knights. Okay.
And it's also
Or the North Carolina Hurricanes.
Or South Carolina Hurricanes.
Yeah. And it's also Stanley Cup Final. It's not
Yeah.
the Stanley Cup Final. It's like
can't say-
Super Bowl. You can't say the.
I can't say the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not supposed to. It's not part of the name. It's just not there.
Can't say it.
Well, I
You
mean,
can say it.
yeah.
I'm going to go watch the Super Bowl. You don't say, I'm going to go watch Super Bowl. I'm going to watch,
Yeah.
you know, you say it, but it's still not.
That's a good point.
Part of the graphics, part of the whole branded name. Super Bowl. Capital S, capital B. That's all we got. No the branding. Fun stuff.
Enjoy the hockey tonight, and we'll see you guys on Monday. Brace the weekend, people.